All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
What's up, everybody? Big Marley 3 from SHIPIT Nation here to break down the Week 18 NFL Tiers Slate for you guys. Before we get into that, I want to mention that we have our friends over at Drafters. They're back in action with Playoff Best Ball. They have a $20 contest available right now, and it has a $250,000 prize pool with $50,000 going to first place. I have been firing away. I think it's an awesome contest to be in. Go check it out if you haven't yet. If you use promo code SHIPIT when you sign up, they will match your first deposit up to $100. They also have some bonuses going on. So if you put that $100 in, they'll match your $100. That gets you 10 drafts. And when you do 10 drafts, you also get a free one as well. So basically pay for 5, you get 6 free. Head over there to Drafters. Use promo code SHIPIT when you sign up. All right, let's get into this tier slate. Usually I come on here and I'll break down the quarterback tiers and I'll let you know what stack options they have available. But this week, the stacks are not as great. However, we can narrow down our player pools really more than ever with all the players that are going to be out or just don't have any real motivation. So this week, instead of giving you my quarterback tiers, I'll just hit on each tier and let you know what players we can keep in our player pools and we should expect to play hard and for a full 4 quarters. In tier 1, Patrick Mahomes is locked into the number 3 seed, so he's out. Justin Fields doesn't have any chance at the playoffs, but the Bears can try to ruin the Packers' chances here, so I do expect him to play, and I am fine running him out. I'm fine using him naked always because he can get there with his legs, but he does have DJ Moore here in tier 6 that we could stack with if we want to. And then Dak Prescott is playing for the number 2 seed, so I expect them to go all out. And he has CeeDee Lamb in tier 2. He also has Tony Pollard in tier 7. Great stack options. I'll probably lock in CeeDee Lamb if I'm using Dak Prescott, though. And then Jalen Hurts could get the number 2 seed if he wins and the Cowboys lose. So I do expect him to go out there and play 4 full quarters. And he has A.J. Brown in tier 2 and DeAndre Swift in tier 6. And then in tier 2, the only one sitting is Kieran Williams, so we can go ahead and X him out. Amon-Ra St. Brown is most likely locked into the number 3 spot, but their coach did say the starters will be playing, so I'm fine with him. He's just the other motivation spot where he could get pulled if this score gets too wide either way, so I'd worry a little bit there. But these other 3 are all playing to win, so I like them. And then the third tier is the easiest of them all this week. We have Cooper and Kupp. They're already out. Puka Nacua needs 4 receptions and 29 yards to break both of those rookie records. So I'm just expecting him to go out there and get 4 or 5 catches, 30-plus yards, get the records, and then get pulled. So I'm not going to be playing Puka. So the only 2 guys that leaves us with is Rachaad White and Devontae Adams. I am fine using both of them, but the only one in a must-win game is Rachaad White. And then in tier 4, I do expect all these guys to play, but Deebo Samuel is locked into the number 1 seed, so I don't expect him to play much. And then Chase has been banged up a lot of this year, so I don't see any real reason to run him out there for a full game and just risk a re-injury. So I'm probably not going to play him, hoping that he only gets a little bit of action. And then these other 4 guys, I do expect to play the full games. And Mike Evans is actually 2 touchdowns away from breaking his own single-season Bucks touchdown record. So maybe a little bump up there to Mike Evans. Now over to the quarterback tiers, I expect Flacco and Stafford are the only ones that I expect to sit anyways in tier 5. I do expect the others to play, but Jordan Love and Kyler Murray do not have any pass catchers to stack with on tiers. They do both have running backs available. You could stack with them if you want to. But I'm fine just running out quarterbacks naked this week. And then what do we have here? Goff, he's in that same spot as Amon-Ra St. Brown, probably locked into the number 3 spot, but he is expected to play. And then Baker Mayfield does need to win. It's a tough matchup to pass on. He's also got the Q tag, so we got to watch that. But if he does play, then I like him. And I'll probably lock in a stack with Evans or White, if not both, to be honest with you. In tier 6, DJ Moore's on the same boat as Fields with no playoff hopes, but I am fine stacking those two guys. James Conner had 133 total yards last week and 2 touchdowns. He has no playoff hopes either, but I do expect him to play. And then DeAndre Swift, he's got the illness, but if he plays, then I'm fine with him, with or without Hurts in my lineup, to be honest with you. But Ayuk and these Chiefs guys are locked into their playoff spots, so I just won't be using them. I'm going to X them out of my lineups, even if they do end up playing. And then tier 7, I have 3 guys in this tier that I plan on playing, and I would expect to go out there for a win. Tony Pollard needs a win to get the number 2 spot, so I like him with or without Dak, and this is a great matchup. We got Kenneth Walker. They need to win to get in, and this is the nuts matchup. And then Chris Olave has an outside chance at making the playoffs, but they need to win for that chance to have any shot. So I like him as well. And then I guess Bijan Robinson's in the same boat as Olave, where they have an outside chance too. I just don't trust his role, and I hate their coach. So I would rather use the Olave side, and I think that they are the ones that are going to get the win here. And then the last tier, we have 3 guys that I'm looking at. Calvin Ridley needs a win, and he is going against this pass funnel Titans defense, so I like Ridley. He's also the healthiest wide receiver on the Jags right now, so I like that as well. And then Aaron Jones needs a win to get in, and he's looked great these last 2 weeks, rushing for 247 total yards and averaging 6 yards per carry. It's pretty solid, and we can stack him up with Love if we want to, and we could just stack up both sides of this ball and just hope for a shootout if we really want. And then the last guy is Zamir White. Jacobs should be out again, so I expect Zamir White to get 20-plus touches, and he has a great matchup at home here. So White, Jones, and Ridley are my top plays in this one. But that's about it for me. My full player pool is posted over at SHIPITNation.com with notes on every player. You get all sports for one low price. You guys can play more and pay less. I'll be back with an afternoon slate breakdown, but if you guys can hit that like and subscribe button for us, it really helps out. Good luck in tiers this week. I hope to see some Ship It logos up top. Thanks for listening. Go ship something.